I'm walking on a bridge. It's just a cute, small bridge, but long, and the birds are chirping around me. I can hear my feet on the wooden planks of the bridge. To my left and to my right are tall, gorgeous forest trees. The birds are singing back and forth to each other, and there's many kinds of birds. And just like in an old Colorado mountain forest, there are some trees that are dead and have fallen over. Life just keeps growing up all around them. And the pine, oh, I can smell it. It's such a crisp, clean smell. It's a warm walk here in the forest. I see on this tree on my right has moss covering the bottom few feet. I'm standing at the bottom of the tree, looking up, and it towers into the sky. It is so tall, so much taller than my house and the buildings in my small town. As I continue walking along the bridge, it's no longer wooden planks, it's little tiny pebbles of gravel. It makes a different sound, kind of like a crunch with my feet as I'm walking. I love this path. On each side of me is a rustic old fence with vivid green moss growing all over it from the humidity that's in the air. On the ground, there's many kinds of foliage. I see fluffy big ferns that look so delicate. It's such a beautiful home that you created, Lord, for your creatures scurrying around on the forest floor and the little chipmunks and the little birds that are looking for some food. And Lord, it's very rustic. The forest has been kept natural. The path is changing now. There's only fence on one side now. I can see through the trees to the left, and I see mountains. I'm excited to see where this path is going to take me and what's coming up next. The sun is glistening through the trees, shimmering when it finds a space between the tree branches to shine down onto the path. Everything is still. There's no wind. It's so calm. Lord, it's so nice to be able to take my time walking on this path. On the left, I see an entire tree that completely tipped over. Its root system has completely come up out of the ground, and it reminds me of how secure my roots are when I keep them placed in you and in your foundation of truth, Lord. These trees, they're so strong and fortified, and again, it's a reminder of you and who you are, Lord. I know that you want the outdoors to be reflections of your beauty. Thank you for reminders of you all around me. The trail was winding through the trees, but now I'm in a straight part of the path. There's another huge tree that has in time past fallen, and growth has continued to live over it. Moss and ferns and branches. It's beautiful. And Lord, I can hear water nearby. It's just bubbling, not a powerful stream, but just a gentle, slow stream. I can just barely see through the trees ahead of me. And I'm still on the path, but now the fence is gone. There's no fence on either side of me. It's just the forest to the left and to the right. On my path, the forest rangers have made some steps out of the dirt to make it easier for me to go down. It's so relaxing to hear these birds. They're so peaceful and happy. That's how you want me to be, Lord. Peaceful and living in the moment of today. I am enjoying my walk through this forest with you, Lord. You are not in the future, and you're not in my past. You're right here with me right now. In the middle of this path, there's a fallen tree that the forest rangers decided to leave here. Lord, what can this teach me about life? It teaches me that you let there be obstacles right in our way, and we can just go around them. Sometimes you want us to go through them, but that fallen tree represents an obstacle that you want me to just go around and not put my attention on. So I'm moving forward on the path, leaving that obstacle behind me. I can still hear the birds singing back and forth to each other. I'm at the water now. It is shallow, about a foot deep. I can see different sizes of rocks, some like pebbles and some like boulders. They're different colors of brown, gray, and white. This mountain water is crystal clear. I can easily see down to the bottom. I'm dipping my hand in and oh, it's cold and crisp and so refreshing. Lord, you provide for the animals just like you provide for me. This water is a life source for them. You are always taking care of your creation. I see a huge old tree that has fallen across the water. The bottom of the tree has a shimmering reflection of the moving water underneath. It's beautiful, Lord. It's like a mirror highlighting the beautiful colors of the moss that's growing underneath. Some hikers are ahead of me. They seem to be enjoying this walk too. They're a little bit slower than I am, so I am passing them. I'm stepping up onto a path of fallen trees that have been made into steps. They make it so much easier for me to ascend the path. Here's another tree right in the middle of my path. And again, Lord, it reminds me of the obstacles in life that you don't always want me to go through, but just go around and just move on. There are more hikers in front of me coming towards me. They remind me that we just take a step and then another step and then another step. And that's how we move forward in this life. We don't get too far ahead. We just keep moving forward one step at a time, and you're with us in every one of those steps. Someone has their dog on the trail with them. He's excited, friendly too, but he's not bothering me. He's just passing right on by. He's much faster than his owners. The owners are going down the mountain, so it's much quicker for them. I'm going up. It seems to be getting steeper, but I'm really enjoying it. I can feel the life and strength you've given my body to be able to climb over rocks and fallen trees. The path is rockier now. Lord, I'm so excited about the health that you have given me. I'm so grateful for the strong heart you've given me and the strong lungs. I'm able to enjoy this exercise. I know it's good for me. I just heard a woodpecker. I can't see him, but I can hear him. I'm continuing on. The trail is now a mixture of dirt, rocks, and pebbles. The dirt is packed solid, so it cushions and quiets my steps. There's a lot of people on this part of the trail. Everybody's in their own world, enjoying the solitude of your creation. I'm coming up to a bridge. It's short, and it goes over another small stream. I love the sound of the water flowing over the rocks and the branches and trees that have fallen over time into the water. I'm on the bridge, and it's a little bit louder now. The coolness from the water is coming up, and I can feel it on my skin. I can smell the water in the air. Here at this water, there's greenery and little chipmunks scurrying around. I am looking up and see that this little stream is coming from a small waterfall further up the mountain. The trees are towering above like a canopy. I can't see very far beyond them. When I look up, I can see patches of the sky here and there. I'm continuing to ascend on my path. It feels like I should be at the top, but I have arrived at more of a plateau where everything opens up. There are huge boulders bigger than a house. There is lots of space to stand and tons of people up here quietly enjoying the view. When I look into the horizon, I see huge mountains and the open sky. It is breathtaking. Looking over the edge, I see a large mountain lake, and I can even see boats in the water. The lake is a solid dark blue, not like the ocean where it had all those different colors of blue. There's a path of light going across the huge expanse of water. The sunlight shimmers like diamonds, and all around the lake are emerald green trees and pines. It's so natural and untouched by society and the world. It's probably just how you created it, Lord, all those years ago. Thank you for creating and preserving beautiful places like this, Lord. I'm taking in the view. It reminds me how big you are. I'm lingering here at this amazing spot. The sun is touching my face. There's a hint of a breeze brushing across my skin and cheeks, and it very gently brushes my hair into my face. There are no trees above me on this huge expanse of boulders and rock. It feels so good to be out here breathing all this fresh air. I'm moving back onto the trail now because I'm so curious about what's ahead of me. The trail is starting to go downhill, so I see now that I was at the top. And here's another dog. He's playful and enjoying himself. That's how you want me to be, Lord. You just want me to be playful up here, not thinking about any burdens, but just being here right now, you and I together with the things that you've created. Listening to the birds that you've created, Lord, you know the song they're singing because you are the one that gave it to them. Lord, again, there's steps, but this time, these are steps made up of many planks of wood. This is very steep, so I'm thankful that you've given me the strength, energy, stamina, muscle to be able to go down these steps Lord, I'm so grateful for the body that you've given me. I see children running down the steps. They're having such a good time. And Lord, that's how I feel. I feel like I have that boundless energy to run and play and have such a light spirit that is living in your freedom. I am continuing down the path and I hear water. I'm walking parallel to a small stream. And on the other side of my path is a rustic fence that is keeping me from veering off to where it is steep. Lord, the water is such a beautiful sound. It is a light and graceful stream that is trickling over fallen branches. Lord, the water is such a beautiful sound. It is a light and graceful stream that is trickling over fallen branches. I'm going up again on this path and now over the water, and the birds are still cheering me on with quiet chatter. They know who you are, Lord. My path is opening up again to a rocky shore. This is so unexpected. I didn't know this kind of terrain was here. It's like it used to be the path of a volcano or the path of a glacier where all the ice has melted away. There is a huge body of water here, and the shore is like a rocky field of lava that's hardened. What an incredible sight. It makes me think of what it must have been like when all the waters finally vanished away after the flood of Noah, and how your floodwaters reshaped the land into something brand new. The colors of the rock are of slate, gray, and brown, surrounded on one edge by deep green pines. And then there's the backdrop of the blue sky. Beautiful. I'm at the water's edge now. I see little creatures that have attached themselves to the rocks, almost like oysters or sea urchins. They are waiting for the tide to come in so they can eat or get some water. The waves are white and bubbly as they rush past. I can feel the water in the air cooling my skin from my long hike. I'm so happy to be in the midst of your creation. Lord, I'm heading back to my car. I'm so glad we shared this time together. Your presence is always near me. Thank you for helping me enjoy your creation and for the calming effect that it has on my body, the healing effect that it has on my body and cells and my hormones. You're such a marvelous God. I love you. And I pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.